So whether you're an Amazon seller, an Etsy seller, an eBay seller, e-commerce, Shopify seller, it's all under the same umbrella, and this is a relevant video for all of you. But I've made it for my fellow Amazon FBA sellers in this specific video. So what is accounting? Accounting, if you're a new seller, is the process of just keeping track of everything that you buy, keeping track of the receipts, keeping track of the orders, keeping track of all the data that you've got to collect for your accountant, or if you're going to do the accounts yourself, which you need to send to HMRC at the end of the year for your annual tax return and for obviously your VAT return if you're VAT registered. So it's a case of recording all that data, whether that's spreadsheets, whether that's other ways that we're going to talk about later on in the video, so that you can keep ahead of HMRC, so that you don't get into trouble, and so that you're just fully in order in your business. Everything's in order, everything's nice and in order, it's not all over the place. That's what accounting and bookkeeping is in general, to summarize it. But if you're a new seller, you might be thinking, look, why is this important though? You know, what's the actual need for this? Why is it actually important? So the most obvious reason is to make sure that you don't get in trouble with Your Majesty's HMRC. Because if you're not filing your tax returns on time, not only can you get deadlock, not only can you get issues with penalties and things like that, but if you do that on a consistent basis, that can result in larger fines, closure of your company, and in some cases, prison time if you're not filing the right tax amount, okay, and especially on the right time. So it's very important that you file them on time and all in the correct order. So it's also really important to do accounting and bookkeeping to keep on top of this stuff, because you need to know how much your business is making. You need to know if your business is in the profit or if it's in the minus. You need to be able to keep track of this stuff nice and easy, okay? Nice and easy, because you need to know if your business is making money. Otherwise, there's no point in running the business, is there? Another important thing, if one day you want to sell your business, maybe, you need to be able to give something to the possible buyers of the business, to the board members. You need to be able to show them, if you get your company to a certain stage one day, that look, this is what the company's worth, this is what it's making, okay? Very, very important. You need it for your tax returns, you need it for HMRC, you need it to keep track of the business, you need it for growth of the business, you need it if you want to sell the business one day. You need bookkeeping and accounting. It's the bloodstream of the business. That's why it's important. I thought this might be quite a good time to tell you one of the biggest mistakes that I made from, I hate to say it, this was advised to me by one of my old accountants just before I went VAT registered, ages ago, okay? One of the biggest, and this happens to be one of the biggest mistakes that accountants that don't know what they're doing, this is why it's important if you are going to use one to be an e-commerce specialist, because accountants that don't know what they're doing, you're sort of everyday accountant, right? A lot of them know and a lot of us don't know, right? As you know, new sellers, we don't know what the right way to do this. But listen to this big mistake that happened to me. I was looking for advice on this, and I went to my accountant, who at the time, my accountant, and they advised me incorrectly on this. They said that, and this is a very common mistake, they said that the money payout that goes into your bank account is what you should be using to understand the amount of turnover in your business that you need to submit at the end of the year and on your quarterly basis for VAT registered people. Now, this was just before I was VAT registered, so I assumed that I was way off. I remember posting in Facebook groups saying, oh, I thought I had to go VAT registered, but I don't, you know. But the money that Amazon pays out to you is not the amount of the money that goes through your business that Amazon pays out to you is not the amount that you need to track whether you're near the £86,000 VAT threshold at the end of the year, right? This is a very common mistake. The sales in total that you get from Amazon, from your Amazon reports, the sales that you've done in total, that is what you need to track your business turnover on. If your sales on £86,000 or over on the VAT threshold, then you need to go VAT registered, not the amount of money that goes into your company. That was a big mistake, and I very almost got in trouble in a big way with HMRC when my accountant in the past wrongly informed me that that was the way to do it. So it's very important that you don't just use some random accountant that thinks they know what they're doing. They can get you in trouble, and they're not going to be liable for that. You're going to be liable for that. Yeah, I thought I'd share that huge mistake, which is a very, very common mistake in e-commerce. So this leads me on to the question that you're probably all waiting for. How do I personally do my accounting for my Amazon FBA business? Okay, very easily. very easily, and we're VAT registered as well. So we have to actually submit our books every 3 months to HMRC because we're doing tens of thousands a month in turnover. Now I've got a business manager, so let me tell you what happens. My business manager, or if you don't have a business manager or a virtual assistant and you just are doing this yourself, then I use a company called Awesome, which is an accounting company, right? I've been using them for well over a year now, and all I do is they've got their own software, right? And you can upload all of the documents that you need. So all you have to do is chase your VAT receipts or chase your normal receipts, chase your receipts from your suppliers, send them to Awesome, and that is it. They do everything else. It's as simple as that. And when I found this company, trust me, I've been through a lot of just struggles before I used them. I've been through a lot of struggles, and when I found them, it was fantastic because all I had to do was just upload it to the software, or you can send them to them on email. Send your invoices. Once you've sent your invoices, your VAT receipts, it's very, very straightforward. All you have to do, send them the receipts, and then the software does the rest for you. The company does the rest. So yeah, that was a bit of a game changer when I discovered them. So look, that's how I do it. It's as simple as that. That's how I do it. Now look, Awesome actually offer a 2-month free accounting, which they didn't when I started, by the way, so this is awesome. I've got some links, I've got a link below for them, and you can pick from the following options. So I thought this would really help out new sellers specifically. 2 months free accounting from the link below, right? 2 months free accounting from the link below, or if you're already using another accountant and you want to switch over, right, then you can get £110 off your sign up with Awesome with the link below. Or free VAT registration, which can usually cost a lot of money. Okay, if you're at the stage where you need to transition into VAT, you could do it quite easily. Now, in my experience, Awesome have been, look, they're a very fair priced accountant and generally a lot cheaper than most other accountants. And for me, they do everything that we need for our business. Okay, so anyway, I hope that's helped. That's literally what I do, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. All the software's included and stuff like that, you know, like Xero and stuff like that, and I just sort of send receipts and that's it. I feel a bit lazy sometimes, you know, I don't even send the receipts. I get my business manager to send the receipts because obviously my business is at the sort of stage where it's at then. So yeah, that's how we do it. And I hope that sort of tutorial's helped, and I will see you in the next.